Wow. Just, wow. This is going to be a different video than... I was going to do a review slash rant for Madden 20. This is going to be on some... Going to be over some probably shitty gameplay that I do not care about. I was legitly on the last step of the Easter egg on Mauer Toten, and I've been, this is my first really actual attempt doing it, because I haven't had Cold War downloaded in God who knows how long. So, I'm going through it. Normally, it took me like 2 to 3 hours, because I honestly, I had a guide popped up, but I didn't know which steps to go in. So it was random ass steps. I actually did the upgrade for what's-his-face, like, right before he gets on the train or whatever, or stops the train. But anyway, so I'm on the last step, pretty much the last step. I just have to kill the bosses to drop the radioactive shit, and then put that on the zip lines, get the rock, and Valentina. That would have been the boss fight. Well, you know what happens? You want to know what happens? The Call of Duty servers fucked up and disconnected me from their servers. That's what happened. Now, I'm probably in the middle of getting ready to delete Cold War again and never play it again. Just because of that. And when I say I am furious, I am trying so damn hard not to throw my controller through my television. Like, I am so goddamn livid. It's not even funny. This was going to be a Madden video. Guess what it turns into? A who knows how long rant of how shitty Call of Duty and Activision is. Let's talk about that for a second. Activision. Yeah, you abused people in the workplace. I know a lot of other companies probably do it behind the scenes, but they didn't get caught. Well, the exception of Rooster Teeth, but continuing on. Yeah, you sexually abuse your employees. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, that female employee killed herself during a business trip. You have the whole Bill Cosby chat room thing going on. I'm sure I'm missing a couple more details besides that. Oh, Activision, you are completely dead to me anyway, honestly. And Blizzard too, even though I pre-ordered Diablo 2, I'm probably canceling my pre-order. I'm not a fan of the Diablo 2 remake. I'm just not. It's okay. Blizzard's going to go downhill. Activision's already downhill, if not in the dumps at this point. Probably the worst gaming publisher. I honestly would rather play EA games. I actually do play EA games over anything Activision has made in the past 3 or so years. You know what I play? I play Battlefield. I play Mass Effect. I play whatever's on EA Access. Skate 3. Yeah. That's the only Activision game I have downloaded currently is Cold War. And that's it. You know what's so sad about Cold War is I'm looking at the icon right now, and it's just... I have nothing but anger for this and hatred towards this game. If you look, before you even start the game, the icon is still Season 4. We're like a week into Season 5, or close to it, into Season 5. Why is the icon still Season 4? Now, is that because you're lazy as shit, or what? I'm just saying. Yeah, Activision's done. This Vanguard, honestly, if it wasn't for the Treyarch team making the zombies in the co-op section of the game, I probably would not even care. I still don't care, honestly. I've only played Cold War, how many hours? I don't have a lot of hours on Cold War. I probably have maybe 2 days, and that's pushing it. Well, I played the hell out of zombies, to be fair, so if it's over 2 days... Oh, I have 8 days? I bet you 7 of them are in zombies. Because I'm going to be honest, I barely played the campaign. I played the multiplayer maybe 12 hours. That's a big maybe. It's just like... there's nothing to it for me. I didn't even beat the campaign because I just didn't care. Zombies is the only appeal to me. I think I've bought 2 bundles and then in the entirety of Cold War. I bought the Maxis bundle because Maxis is my favorite zombie character. And I bought the anime bundle because why the hell not? Cold War is, I would say, maybe the second worst COD I've played. No, because I still had more fun in Advanced Warfare than I did in Cold War. I don't like any of the maps in Cold War. Like, none. There's not a single map in Cold War I thoroughly enjoy. Let me rephrase that. Thoroughly enjoy, that's new. I'm not talking about the remastered maps, besides Nuketown. Fuck Nuketown. I'm talking about new maps, like Modern Warfare 2019. Yes, it was a camp fest. Yes, it was a door simulator. But it still had some maps I'd rather play than in Cold War, where the maps are all pretty much... You're only playing 1 map in Cold War, and that's pretty much it. Maybe 2, if you want to bring in Moscow or Satellite. But mostly people play is Nuketown, and I cannot stand Nuketown. It is legitimately my worst... Like, not my worst map, but my least favorite map out of every single map we've had in Call of Duty. Sadly to say, I'd rather play Piccadilly, and I hate Piccadilly with such a burning passion, than Nuketown. Like, Nuketown, what are we in, Nuketown 1984 or something? Like, it's getting dumb why they're remastering the same 1 map. Like, oh, this will bring people back. You know what brings people back? Guns we like to use. Maps that are fun to play. The time to kill that's actually decent. Like, MW's time to kill was good. Cold War's time to kill is too damn long. And everyone's like, oh, but do you want it uber realistic? No, I like a middle ground. That middle ground to me is Battlefield. It's not too slow. It's not too fast. You can do decently well with the guns. There's a lot of guns to choose from. You don't have to like any... You don't have to like a certain gun class, and you don't have to use a certain gun class to unlock other guns in that gun class. Like, honestly. Like, what was it? For the shotgun, whatever the fucking striker or whatever this shit's called. You have to kill... I don't know what it is in multiplayer, but in zombies, you have to kill... Was it 20 enemies in a row, like 10 times or some shit like that? Like, I don't really give a shit. And that's with shotguns, and I'm like, I don't care. So, I don't know. It's just everything about Cold War makes me mad. Every single thing. And everyone's wondering why I'm ranting about this is... This game is a fucking nightmare. It is a legit nightmare. I don't even have the multiplayer downloaded. That's how much I care. Like, all I have downloaded is zombies, and it's taking up 65 gigs just for zombies. That is the dumbest shit ever. Why would it take up 65 gigs just for zombies? Shit, the campaign is bigger than everything else in this game. The campaign is 2 hours. 2 hours. Why is the campaign 2 hours? And it's 40 gigs, pretty much, for the campaign. Multiplayer is 30 gigs for, like, how many maps? Like 9 maps? 10 maps, maybe? And then Zombies is 9 gigs. And I'm not counting Dead Ops Arcade, because I really don't play Dead Ops Arcade. I'm talking about the round-based maps. There's 3 maps, and it's 9.1 gigs. Just... Do they not know how to... just size their game how it should be? Like, if you go to any other, like, multiplayer game, like, shit, MLB The Show has more content than freaking Call of Duty does. MLB The Show has way more content. And that shit's 46 gigabytes. And it looks better, too. It's graphically way better than COD. What else do we have here? The Division 2. 65 gigs for the Division 2, including all the expansions and all they have in that game. And it still does look better than Cold War, and it's older. Splitgate is made by 4 people, is like 15 gigabytes, and still looks better than Call of Duty Cold War. Fortnite plays smoother. It's 31 gigabytes. Yes, it's cartoony, but still. Fucking Dead Space 2 is... How old is Dead Space 2 out? Dead Space 2 is what? It's 10 years old now. This shit's 10 years old, and it still looks way better than Cold War. For a 10-year-old game. Dead by Daylight, freaking the Mass Effect Legendary Collection, like... The list goes on and on of games I would rather play than Cold War. Shit, I would rather play Boyfriend Dungeon, which I have downloaded. Honestly, I was playing it for laughs, shits and giggles, but it's actually a pretty good, like, dungeon crawler game where you're hitting shit, even though it's cell phones and what else? Cell phones and TVs. But still, like, fucking God. Call of Duty is such a shit show. But this was going to be a rant about Madden, but it turns into a rant about God. I would rather play Madden 22 than Cold War. I said it here. I would rather play Madden than Cold War. I'm out of time. I will see you guys in the next video. Whatever gameplay this is going over, I have no idea still. I would have to look in my collection for useless gameplay I have. So, see you guys later. Peace.